was like, yes. I was like, oh God.
Yes.
I was like, I'm sorry, I've been watching Broad City, and then they just started laughing. I honestly think that's why I do well in my job, is because I'm like that realtor we saw in that show the other day that looks like he was hungover and in a band.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I was like, you're not a realtor.
Yeah, he looked like he just got back from a long tour.
He looked like the singer of the Strokes when they were young.
Yeah, but more strung out.
Yeah, way more strung out.
Yeah. Big bags on the eye. He's like, hey, what's going on? Mm-hmm. He's like eating a fucking Hot Pocket and drinking a coffee. He's like, no, I like the baluster. That guy's a realtor?
And I feel like
this was the takes you kept?
I feel like that person all the time in my job. I don't quite fit, but I do well, and I gain a lot of people because I'm so honest.
I think it's important to be true to yourself.
Very, very
people,
true to myself.
People read through that bullshit. Sometimes I feel like I'm being a little fake because I'm not fake, but I'm definitely filtering out the parts of myself that I normally would. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to say cunt or like, drop the N-word.
Yeah, because you do that so often
with clients, depending on who it is,
What?
But
who are you?
No, like this wonderful, very sweet family that I'm working for right now. They are fairly religious, Seventh-day Adventists. Yet I met one of their sons who's like same age. And it's very interesting. Like when I'm in the house talking to the family, I'm like, "Oh, absolutely, golly gee, that's great." And then I run into the kid outside, and he's like, "Wait, you work with Casey? I haven't seen that fucker in forever." I was like, "Oh, we are in the same age demographic. This is different." It was nice. But it's funny to like, oh, that's right.
I think at work, I'm very, I think when I first started, I was very like cheery and hey, yeah, And then when that 1 year mark hit, and that's usually when my true self comes out.
Welcome to provisional.
100%. I got...
As you're smoking a cigarette?
I got really just
I'm going to put you on hold.
I think I just got so sick of all the fakeness in the office that I just stopped playing along, and now I'm just pretty quiet.
Yeah.
And I stick to myself. And that drives the owner, it drives him fucking nuts. He hates it. He can't read me. And
I love that.
And I think
we're both really good about keeping our cards close to our vest.
Because like I know already that if I were to 100%, my boss wouldn't give two shits about who I actually am. And if anything, he might appreciate it more than what I show at work. But everyone else in that office would absolutely fucking hate me if they knew exactly who I was as a person. Like, I'm very sweet. I definitely
that you're a straight up fucking Marxist?
I just don't agree with anything they say. But I also, we're all similar in the sense that we all care about people.
Yeah.
So we have a base to go off of.
Yeah, you're caring.
And I'm
people.
I'm easy to work with.
Yeah.
I'll just put it that way. I can work in any sort of fucking circumstance that you throw me in.
I think we're both the same in that way because we grew up in different chaos.
I can be uncomfortable and I can be chaotic and still be fine inside.
Yeah, I think, but I just, like, I had an epiphany right now. That's our boundary, is keeping our cards close to our vest. That's us retaining our sense of self.
Yeah.
Is keeping secrets. Like our own personal stuff. Like most people, they leave everything out on the table. Not most people, but some people will like, well, this is what's going through my mind, and I think, maybe I should look for new ventures in the future. Mm-hmm. And I'm not satisfied in this and this and this. And we go, And they go, what does that mean? You okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Why? And then in our head, we're like, I got the next year planned out. And
It's true. Well,
because we had these coping mechanisms for our chaos, and it's like, well, no, we're in control of our life.
Is I don't like to get too comfortable, and I don't like to get too settled in, because in the moment everything's gonna fucking change, and I don't know when that moment's gonna hit. I just know it's gonna happen, and so I much rather just make it clean.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be messy. I don't need to have a box of shit that I bring home at the end of every job that I've ever been to.
I never understood why, and this is real life, motherfucker. Not everything needs an Amazon review.
No.
Some people need to live their life in ignorance, not knowing they're an asshole, because it would crush them. Or they wouldn't change. And then what good does it do?
Exactly.
So, what do? You're not getting a review. Because I've had this come up a lot in my life where they're like, well, just tell me how you feel about what's going on.
Oh, I hear that all the time, especially lately.
And I go, it's complicated. You don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Because what I feel is that you're a broken individual who's projecting your bullshit onto me, and I don't want to deal with your fucking cock.
I like how hostile
bullshit.
you get.
Because this is the door you're opening. When I want to open that door,
yeah.
I will unleash fucking cock all over you. Because you're full of shit.
You're really not that mean, though.
No, this is who I really am, and I don't want to let it out. And don't fucking pry it out of me, because I will shit on your life. You're
so
a piece of shit individual. I don't want to tell you because I want you to be a better individual.
Is this directed at someone?
Everyone I've ever met in my life. No, I'm just kidding. There's a few individuals out there. They're great people.
It just seems very angry that I walk around that. I'm not like that at all.
Okay, well, you're a female and you love people. I hate people to start with, and then I build love off of that.
You don't hate people.
That's true.
None of this makes sense. Okay.
No, I'm going off of what I'm trying to say is it wouldn't do any good me critiquing who they are as a person, because they've lived their life. These are people typically way older than me.
Yeah.
They're fucking adults. They know exactly who they are.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to change. So why would I go, I just don't like you? That's not gonna help them.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to work with me? Why don't you like doing this? Because I don't fucking like you. How about that? Mm-hmm. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's ridiculous. So why try to pry it out of me?
Yeah.
Because that's what I really want to say is I don't like you. I think you're a terrible person in the way you deal with people. And I dealt with this a lot. There's multiple people in my life that I've run into, and they're good.
Everyone deals.
They're good-hearted people, but the way they deal with people is wretched, and it's disgusting and putrid.
Yeah.
To me, does that make them a terrible person? No, they're flawed for sure, but I don't like that, and I don't want to be around it.
Yeah.
So when you try to pry it out of me, well, what do you think? Why? Well, give me a review.
You got a lot of pent-up aggression.
It's so needy.
Yeah.
And it just makes me want to just when they ask me why, what's going on? It makes me want to explode on them and just go, listen, you're a piece of shit. You should kill yourself. Now, that's extreme. I shouldn't say that. Do I feel that way sometimes? Absolutely. And I get really angry. I get really angry.
You should probably go to counseling.
Fuck that. Sorry, I'm really pissed off now.
I know. I don't know why you're so angry.
It's just I think deep down inside people know. That's what pisses me off is why. And you want to hear it. You want that validation. I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Because you're a grown fucking adult. You know your shit you need to do.
You need to hang out with
I know the
people.
shit that I need to do, and I'm not doing it, and that's why I'm leaving. So fuck you. But instead I say, you know what? I've had a great time. I've learned a lot, which is true. Yeah, sayonara.
Sounds sad. Fuck. Sounds like a sad time.
It's not sad.
It's kind of sad.
Why is that sad?
You shouldn't feel like that multiple times all the time. That's shitty. Like, I don't.
I attract that person in my life, and I don't know why. Is that a reflection?
I don't even know who these people are.
Is it a reflection of who I am?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
You probably drive yourself crazy if you looked at yourself.
I do, actually. But I do have similar conversations in the mirror like that. So
that's weird too. Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of aggression. Mine is more so I just want to be left alone and I want to do my own thing and I want my job to stay my job. I don't like to share my job. I don't like to be in charge of someone else. I don't like any of that. I just want to do my job, whatever that is. And I want to be left alone while I do it. And then I want to go home and forget about my job. I like to have structure. I like to have hours. I like to be the hamster in the hamster wheel. And then I like to come home and forget all about it. And that's not my job right now. My job goes on all hours, all the time, on weekends. Doesn't matter when.
Yeah. You don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Your burst of energy took a lot of my energy.
I know you really get zapped by my...
Your aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to burn some shit down.
I think it's a real buzzkill is what happens.
Is it a buzzkill?
Yeah, because it's so aggressive.
I think we need more aggressiveness. Like,
no,
fucking the bunch of pussies out there.
There's a bunch of aggressiveness right now. I don't need any more aggressiveness.
It's fake aggressiveness.
Everyone's fucking mad at each other all the time. It's not fake aggressiveness. People fucking hurt people
World War
all
III.
the time.
Let's do it.
And it sucks. I don't want to see people hurting people. I don't want to hear about people hurting people.
No.
I don't even like watching people fight on fake WWE fights, if they even have those anymore.
That's childish aggression.
I don't like it. But your aggression is no different from that aggression.
Probably.
It's just a different way of getting that aggression out that sounds more mature to you. But it's all aggression is just a form of something being suppressed in you.
Built up energy.
And you're upset. So I think everyone just needs to fucking get their aggression out so I don't have to hear about it anymore.
Wow.
I'm tired of people's aggression. I want shit to be happy cartoon, happy-go-lucky life. I want to see a little squirrel with a fucking briefcase on his way to work.
I think that's why it makes me...
And I want him to come home to his little squirrel family and his little squirrel nest.
Maybe that's the
and then
definition.
Feed them food, and they look cute, and they're watching TV together.
Maybe that's the definition of aggression, is it's people's... Like, what makes me angry.
Like, I get angry, but usually when I get angry, I just cry. I don't have an area, like, there's definite times on this podcast where I've gotten mad at something, and I instantly have remorse over it. Because then I always think, like, why am I so mad? It's not me. It's not my life. I'm doing what I want to do correctly, morally. I'm living by my own compass.
Yeah.
So why do I care about other people's?
I think that's what makes me angry.
They have to live
it's
with
because
it.
I have my own anger issues and aggression. And
not that anger is... I mean, it's not bad. I'm not saying anger is bad.
No. But I I'm just saying I have my own anger issues, and when people want validation for their shitty behaviors...
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean now.
It makes me... Because that'd be like me validating my shitty behavior.
Yeah.
It's a projection thing. So it's like, I hate that in myself, and when I see other people do it...
You would hate my boss.
That makes me almost get enraged. I don't get enraged, but that's... If you want to see me, like... Instead of getting enraged, I just run. I just go, I'm done, bye. Like, I can cut shit off really quick when it gets to that point. I don't care how long I've known you, whatever. Like, I will... And I realize I'm not grudgeful, but I definitely... Maybe I am grudgeful.
I don't know. I feel like you're going through a lot of life lessons right now with yourself.
I was thinking about this, like... Because people are like, well, I've made up with people that have, like, hurt me or whatever, or have done things,